Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, you are catching the replay. Do me a huge favor, make sure you comment the word deer, D-E-E-R, and I will send you all the details for our cutout of the week this week, okay? So let me get this shared over into our broadcast channel. So if you're not part of our broadcast channel, right down here in the pinned comment, if you'll open that up and click on the link to join, it is just a way that I let you know when I'm live and any like updates or anything like that going on. But let me get this shared and we are going to craft our cutout of the week. So let me share this. Sorry, y'all. I'm like a million different places, but when y'all pop on, say hey. Don't be shy. We are going to, there we go. And all right, we're going to go ahead and start cutting. So we're going to do cutting. We're going to start painting, but we're going to do our cutout of the week. It's a deer that kind of goes with our Santa and Mrs. Claus head. I realized that only after I picked this, but we're going to craft with it. And we're going to use something called liquid glass on the Christmas lights. We're going to see how that turns out. So, we've got quite a few pieces to paint. So it does come with a backer where you glue this on top. We're not going to paint this guy. So we're going to put him to the side and we're going to put all of our little pieces on here, and we're going to start with the head first and then the other small pieces. Hi guys, I feel like I have not been on in quite some time. How are y'all doing? How was your weekend? What did you do? All right, so we're going to paint with acrylic paint tonight. So I'm going to use just this Craft Smart Brown, and we're actually going to mix it up. Hi, Pamela. We're actually going to mix it up and make it a little bit lighter because I want it to be more of like a camel color. So if you have your chalk paste, you can use that too. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Donna. Melinda. Hello. Our keyword tonight is deer. D-E-E-R. Hi, Suzanne. When you comment that keyword, you will get the supply list. We're going to mix up a brown and a white right here on my glass mat. Oh, Booner says hello. Do y'all hear him? He's being naughty out there. Thank you for sprinkling. Hello, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Y'all, it has been a little bit of a stressful day around here. I woke up this morning, I went into my office to work on some y'all's orders, and my machine wasn't working. And it took me about pretty much all day to get it fixed. And I think I finally got it fixed. But y'all, it is stressful. That's still, I don't know. Do y'all think that's too dark? Or should I lighten it up a little bit? Do y'all like that color? Or should we lighten it a little bit? What do y'all think? Hi, Julie. Thanks, Tina. Hi, Jennifer. Yay or nay on the color? What do y'all think? Ugh, I don't know. I think it needs to be a little bit lighter. I think a little lighter. Lighten it. Yeah, see, Miss Cheryl, you and her are on the same page, girl. And now I think I added too much. I think I made it too light this time. Okay, hold on. So I'm just going to mix in a little bit of brown like that. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Chris. Now I feel like I added too much white. So do we like number 1 or number 2? Because, see, I think he's too light now. Darn it, y'all. Hold on. We're going to mix more. I'm going to darken it just a little bit. There we go. I think that's better. I think that was too light. I think it was too light. 1. Okay, hold on. I'm going to dry this. I lightened it just a little bit, so it shouldn't be so, maybe not. Hold on. I'm using a lot of paint here. Okay, I darkened it back up. I added way too much white. All right. Okay, I think that's better. It's not as dark as the first one, but it's definitely not as light as that second one. Okay, so I just mixed white and brown until I got the shade of brown that I liked. I think that's better because we are going to add like some rosy cheeks to him. but you do it however you want to. Then I'm going to use some dark, that's okay, Miss Linda. I'm going to use some dark umber. I was going to say dark umber. I meant burnt umber to paint the antlers. But y'all, this is the cutout of the week. So it is $11 shipped. And you get all of the pieces that I'm showing you. So just hang out till the end. Comment the word deer. And that will get you all the info on this cutout. Let's dry it and see if it needs another coat. I'm kind of thinking, I don't know. Let's see what it looks like dry. I'm not loving the color of the reindeer, but we'll see. It does come with a little bow. It comes with your kickstand, your nose, his little ears, and then a string of lights, which we're going to use the liquid glass on. Has anybody used, oh see, he darkened up. Has anybody used the liquid glass before? I've never used it, so we're going to see how this turns out. You'll never know. It could work out for me or it could just be a complete disaster. Okay, I actually like that color. He darkened up quite a bit. But I'm going to do one more coat on his antlers. Maybe. And then we will do the other pieces. Because I feel like that burnt umber is a little streaky. All right, let's dry. Never heard of it. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Ruthie. Oh, hold on. Can I order? Yes, Miss Diane. Just send me a message. Okay, Marcy, you have used it, so you're going to probably have to help me on this one. I have heard of liquid glass before, and I've been so hesitant to try it. But I've been seeing it, a lot of people using it on like Christmas lights to make them look a little bit more realistic. So I thought, let's buy it. It was like $7 from the good old Amazon. And let's see how it turns out. So putting these pieces to the side, and we are going to pull these back out. And we're going to paint these little pieces. Now I am going to use some chalk paste, chalk paste to paint the inside of the ears. But I'm going to go in with cherry red. Hi, Lynette. Yes, Amazon. If you comment the word deer, and then you go to my Amazon favorites, I actually put it in on the list. And if we don't like it, I'm going to remove it from the list. But I think I'm going to like it as long as I do it correctly. You know, half the battle is me using the product correctly. And then we're going to go in and I'm going to use peony to paint the inside. Ah! Oh my word, y'all. Look what I just did. I'm in a big old mess. Hi, Tammy. All right, I'm going to scoop this up. Oh my word. Goodness gracious, Alex. Well, shoot, y'all. I know y'all can't see it, but I made a big old mess over here. It's because I store my paste upside down. And when I do that, the paste goes into the lid. Hi, Karen. It goes into the lid. And then when I open it, hi, Miss Tammy, it does this. Makes a big old mess. So let me clean this up. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, y'all. If I miss saying hello to you, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just over here trying to clean up my mess. But if you're just popping on, we are back to doing cutout of the week. Y'all, I'm finally back within my turnaround time. So if I got outside of my turnaround time on your last couple orders, please make sure you check your invoice because there might be a little special code for you to use as a little I'm sorry. Getting sick and then throwing my back out or whatever the heck I did to my back really put me behind. So I apologize, but we are back and going. Alrighty. So now let's do, hi Linda, I stopped storing them upside down for, yeah. Normally, I would say normally it's not a problem, but it's a little bit of a problem. I might need to store them back up, right side up, and then label the lids. I also saw where someone took like the stickers underneath the lids and put them on the lid. The stickers underneath the jar, I mean, and put them on the lid, and that helped. So, I don't know. But I got a big old mess. Okay, y'all, tell me, what did y'all have for dinner tonight? I always ask y'all this. Last night, y'all, I made Cajun potato soup, and it was delicious. It was so good. I love that turquoise tulle. Can you tell me more about it? Turquoise tulle. This one? You talking about this one, Ashley? Had chili. I've been good. I have been good. All right, let's drive. Nothing yet. Michelle, I haven't eaten either, girl. But it's probably going to be my leftover Cajun potato soup. Prime rib, white chicken chili, spaghetti and meatballs. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention, make sure you're in my VIP group because I'm doing a special sale over in there right after my live. And you have to be in the group in order to shop, and it's transfers. It is Christmas transfers, my friends. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Rainy Day Gray. Chicken and rice, cheesy cabbage soup tonight. Pork chops and rice and gravy. Yum, yum, yum. I want to come to all of y'all's houses because that means I didn't have to cook. Okay, so I already got way too much on my brush. Imagine that. But this is like the longest paintbrush ever. But I'm going to go in. You could use a metallic silver, like acrylic paint if you had one. Or even your, I probably should have used that. My silver chalk paste to paint this. But I think this is going to work out. Because this is the little string. And I'm just using my brush to paint these pieces. Because then we're going to paint the lights red and green, I believe. Chicken pot pie. Yes, that tool that I was talking about. This is called a multi-tool. So this end is a squeegee. It's a little bit smaller than the mini squeegee. So this helps you get into more fine detailed areas. And then this part is a little, I guess, like scoop to kind of get inside the lip of the jar so you can get all of that paste out of your jar. I love the multi-tool. We also have a detail tool that has a smaller squeegee on one end too. Let's fill someone. Yeah, I like to cook. I just don't like to cook just for me. I don't like to cook only for me. I'm happy to cook for others, just not for myself. It's really a bad habit. I probably should just get over myself and cook for myself more often, but then I have all these leftovers and then I'm eating something for days. And by like day 2 or 3, I'm over it. You know? Alrighty. You're welcome. Is there a reason you aren't using... Miss Diane, I just wanted to use acrylic paint. You could totally use... You can use paste to paint if you want to. I just have a ton of acrylic paint and I thought might as well use it. It doesn't matter. Either way. Okay. So it does come with a little bow. I'm not going to use the bow tonight, but you will get the string of lights and the bow if you want them. And we are going, just cut your recipe into 4s. Freeze I do that, but then I know I just need to get, I'm also not a leftover fan. I will say that, like, I'm really picky about my leftovers. So like soup, I'll eat leftover. What else will I eat leftover? Cook and freeze. That's true. Okay. Quit giving me, quit being reasonable. They aren't telling me what I want to hear. what does that say? Thomas needs to come over and help you eat. So I know, Cheryl. Well, I cooked that sausage potato soup for us last night. So there's not a ton of that left over. So I'll probably end up eating that tonight, most likely. You don't like leftovers but once. Yeah, me too. All right, so I'm going to do red, green. So we have an odd number. Should we do red, green, white, green, red? Or should we just do like red, green, red, green, red? Should we use 3 colors or 1? Exactly, Janelle. Janelle, you're telling me what I want to hear. I appreciate you, my friend. Janelle is my girl. She knows. I'm just going to tell Alex what she wants to hear. Yellow. We could use yellow instead of white. Red and green. So they'd all be on the same side. 3. I'm thinking 3 as well. But I think I'm going to do red here. So our third color, what color should it be then? So we're going to do red and green. What should our one bulb color be? I saw blue. I saw yellow. Anybody else have a say or want to say? Blue and orange, 2 all different. Well, I'm going to do, I already painted it, so it just kind of is what it is. Yellow, blue. Someone said blue. I'm just asking. Yellow or blue? Teal. All right, and then I'm going to use holly green, yellow, shimmer teal. I don't feel like teal goes with what we have already. All colors. You could totally paint this with all different colors too, which I probably should have done. I'm going based off of the inspiration picture. And I kind of wish, hi Sandy Brown, I kind of wish I did all different colors. But we're going to just go with it. Okay, that looks good. Why not do 1 yellow and 1 blue of the, well, I already painted it, so. Hi, Terry. Orange. I think I'm going to do yellow. But I'm just going to use some chalk paste for this. We'll just go in with Bumblebee. Orange would be good. I'm doing good, Miss Donna. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Okay, I'm going to get all this extra paint off my brush because I know the yellow is just going to blend with all of this. So, get this on here. And then, y'all, this is the last part we have to paint. And then we're going to put it together and then start using some paint markers and stuff. So, looking after the grandkids night, but fun. Well, I hope you enjoy hanging out with them. That sounds like a great time. All right, this is going to need a couple of coats. I can already tell. So let's get this on here. So I am using my chalk paste to paint. This is Bumblebee. I'm going to dry it, and then we're going to do another coat. My back is doing better. It still hurts from time to time, but it's doing better. It is doing better. All right, 1 more coat. And I think we are going to be good to go. When do you use, I'm going to use it. I'm going to add all of my embellishments. Hold on. I'm going to add, like, do all my stuff, and it'll be the very last step before I glue the lights on. Thank you for asking, Miss Diane. Alrighty. Pulling these off. That looks good. And we're done. So, let me wipe this up. Is the snowflake behind you in your shop? This was cut out of the week a couple weeks ago. So no, it's not available anymore. But Joyce, send me a message. Typically, I don't open up Cutout of the Week because it's supposed to be where you just grab it that week. But just send me a message. What color did you paint the wire? I use Rainy Day Gray. Rainy Day Gray. All right. Close all of these up. Pull this back out. Let's get out our Mr. Pin to clean up the edges. Hi, Tammy. And then we will move on. I always get the shakes when I do this. I'm always afraid I am going to get the black marker on the front. But we are going to distress a lot of the edges. So that looks good. That looks good. And then we just have this, which I will clean up. All right. I hope you do a Mr. and Mrs. Snowman shelf sitters for cutouts. Ooh, I might. Actually, I use this Mr. Pin marker to clean up the edges of the of my cutout. So like you see right there where that edge has paint on this side, if it's an exposed edge, I like to clean it up with this so that way it looks more well done. Because a lot of times I've painted so many things where there's paint all on the edges and it looks kind of janky. So it just makes it look a little bit more finished. Miss Jan, that is a great idea. I appreciate you saying that. Maybe I will. I'm trying to do all my Christmas stuff now. Hold on, y'all. Maybe this won't come off. Oh, there it is. I'm trying to do all my Christmas stuff now and save snowmen for when it gets closer to Christmas, because I'm just trying to save all the snowman stuff for after Christmas. You know what I mean? I love snowmen too. I feel you on that. Oh, y'all, I meant to distress that. That's okay. All right, we'll let this set up. Okay, so on the back, it does have a place where you're going to glue the kickstand. So we'll let that set up. I'm going to attempt something. So I was watching, maybe I'm not going to do it on this. Maybe I'm changing my mind on this one. So I watched somebody use these. I was very much influenced. And I think we're going to use this one. So she showed it. So these are distressing crayons. They're like the ink. Okay. I believe what reindeer. This one up here, it was burnt umber. It was burnt umber. You're doing all snowmen for Christmas? Awesome. And I'm going to use a makeup sponge. And I'm going to, this is the way I saw her do this. So this could be a disaster. We will see. But she put the crayon on the end of a makeup sponge, and then she used it. Oh yeah. She used it to distress the ends. I know it's really hard to see and my hands are shaking just a little bit, but I'm trying. Do y'all see where it's a little distressed? I really like that. Ooh, that is a great little tip, y'all. Okay, these are distressing crayons. So these are also in my Amazon storefront. And y'all know if y'all purchase from my Amazon storefront or add things from there, it helps me out just a little bit. But these are distressing crayons. I am slightly obsessed. I don't think I added them in there, but I will go add them to my Amazon storefront as soon as I'm done here. Oh my gosh, y'all, I love that. Look at that. That is so much easier than trying to use paint. I'm not good at the shading with paint, and that was easy. So, a little tip. Something worked for me today. I've been wondering what to do with my distressing crayons. Well, you're welcome, Janelle. I'm in a lot of different craft groups, and I saw her do it, and I was like, let me watch this. And I'm so glad I did, because I was like, that is really easy. So I bought some. I was influenced again. But I'm going to go in with my distressing ink, and I am going to distress my reindeer. Okay. That looks good. And then we're going to glue in the ears. Okay. Oh my word, y'all. That is so cute. Okay, now you can really see. Do y'all see the distressing around the pinkish of the ears? Isn't that neat? What a fun little tip. It is, yes, it is the Tim Holtz Distress Crayons. So, hold on. This one came from this pack. So it looks like that. I love it. Love, love, love. All right, let's glue on the antlers. Y'all, I'm so proud of myself. We're trying something new. And that one worked. Okay. So using my stick fast glue, putting that on there, letting that sit, and me not mess with it while I work on the eyes. So I'm going to go in with my, not that one. No. Is it this one? No. This one. I'm going to use my Sharpie paint pen. And I'm just going to fill in the eyes like so. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Then I'm going to take, there's a lot of different moving steps to this. Then I'm going to take my daubers, which I get off of Amazon. And I'm going to use my white ink pad. Maybe, if I can get it open, to do this part, to do the nose. Boonies. I apologize, y'all. He's being a little naughty. Okay. I'm just going to add, oh no. It's charging you shipping. Hold on, because it's not supposed to charge you shipping. I apologize. Let me fix this really quickly. I'll fix it after my live. So if you're going to purchase Cutout of the Week, wait till after my live. I'll post about it in my VIP group. It's not supposed to be charging you shipping. I knew I forgot to do something. I will add it to the free shipping section, and then you won't be charged. But if you go ahead and purchase it and you pay for the shipping, I will, of course, refund you the shipping. I promise. Okay. I have too many things on my table. Where did my other pack go? Right here. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna use the red, and I'm actually gonna use this to do a little bit of blush on his cheeks, okay? So if you're trying to purchase that Cutout of the Week and it's charging you shipping, if you go ahead and purchase it, that's fine. I will refund the shipping, but wait till I hop off of live and I will fix it. I knew there was something I was forgetting. That seems real dark. I don't know. Hold on. We're going to try the back. I don't know. We're going to go for it. It seems real dark. He is. Boom. Y'all, he is being naughty. Okay, this seems really dark, but it's okay. So I'm doing this for his little cheeks. It's not so bad. Oh, y'all, that is cute. How much is the deer? So with shipping, it's $11. He will be $11. Okay. Oh, yeah. See? With the little nose on. What I am going to do, though, because it looks a little much, I'm going to dab some of it off to not make it so bam in your face. But I think once we get everything on, he's gonna be cute. Okay, and I kind of have to hurry because we got our live sale to do over in our VIP group here in less than 30 minutes. So I've got to get going. Okay, so we're gonna try our liquid glass. So this is something that I also got from Amazon. We are going, I almost feel like I need to glue that on. Marcy, help me out, girl. I don't know if you're still here, but Marcy, if you're here or if you've used the liquid glass before, should I glue this piece on first, then the liquid glass, or should I do the liquid glass first? I sure can, Miss Marcy. I sure can. I will post that over in the VIP group as well. You got it, Miss Michelle. Do I put any finish on it? I'm going to put, hold on. I'm like getting myself distracted here. Oh, heck. Knocking stuff over. Neither have I, Missy, so we're going to see. But I forgot, we needed to add all of our little accents. So I got some new markers. I mainly bought this for the white. So we're going to see. Liquid glass first. Glue it on, then liquid glass. Paint liquid glass first. Oh, goodness. Everybody's telling me something different. Ooh, girl. That is not the color I was looking for. I think it's okay, though. Let me see. No, that's fine. So then we're going to go in here, here, and I'm just going to add little embellishments like so. Just add dots to the ears, and of course, my silly self got my hand in it, so I'll have to fix that later. And then I'm going to do little dots on the cheekies. And I am going to add some dots here. All right, I did mess up his nose a little bit, so I'm going to have to fix him afterwards. So Marcy's saying to liquid glass can run, so do it first. Okay, let me do this. So these are Artistro medium tip. I added these to my Amazon storefront as well. Let me dry everything, and then we will do the liquid glass. And hopefully we'll be able to add it, but here's what it looks like right now. What do we think? I did mess up the nose. I'll fix it. Not right now. So if you like this, it would just be like so, and then you would click, then you would glue this on and it will stand, okay? You don't have to do the liquid glass part if you don't want to. That is up to you. But we're going to do it. So, thank you. We're going to see how this goes. So, I'm guessing I just squeeze this out and just kind of move it. Is that right, Marcy? And kind of just get it where I want it. Because it's going to dry clear. So this is what it looks like right now. Right now. Right now. Y'all, I promise I can talk. Oh, my word. Let's see. Squeeze, puddle it. Okay. So it needs more. So make sure it's on there thick, is what you're saying? I'm guessing. Okay. I'm assuming that's what you mean. I've never used this before. But this is supposed to make the bulbs look like they're glass once they dry. I'm going to use him as my welcome. Oh, awesome. All right. Same thing here. And I know it's going to take some time to set, so we may not be able to finish the whole thing tonight, but I will post a finished picture in the morning once this sets, or once it dries, I guess. Right? So the idea is once it dries, it's going to be clear and the lights are going to look like they're glass. Does that liquid glass also work as a protective? Actually, I have no clue, girl. I kind of would doubt that, but I don't know. I've never used it before. So if we were to take this and glue them on, that's kind of what, just imagine it looking like. Yes, I covered the whole bulb. Let me see if I can show y'all. So it's kind of hard to see, and I've got the shakes for whatever reason, but that's what it looks like. Did I do that right? Marcy, tell me. Trying something new. So I taught y'all 2 new things. These are the bomb with the makeup sponges. So grab these. I will add these to my Amazon storefront. Perfect. Okay. Not yet, Miss Donna. These are on my Amazon storefront. Love these. And then, what else did I add? I added something else. I don't remember. No, the liquid glass. So where did you get the liquid glass? I jumped on and missed it. Janice, I got it from Amazon. If you comment the word deer, D-E-E-R, and then click on the button that says Amazon favorites, I think the liquid glass is under embellishments. I wasn't really exactly sure to where to add that. So this one is under embellishments. The markers are underneath paint markers, but I will go in and add these really quickly after my live, after I've made the shipping free on the cutout. So this is the cutout of the week. It is $11 shipped. You also do get a little bow. I don't know where it is. Right here. You do also get the bow if you'd rather do a bow instead of the string of lights, or you can do both. And it does come with a kickstand to stand it up. But I will post a finished picture over tomorrow morning on my page if you want to see the finished product once this dries. And then I will go fix the free shipping. But there it is, y'all. I'm really excited to see the finished product tomorrow. So thanks for hanging out with me. Could I add him to my cutout order from earlier today if possible? Yes, Janice. Just as long as you haven't paid your invoice, but yes. But there it is, y'all. $11. I cannot wait to see this liquid glass dry. I'm real pumped. But go grab him. I'm going to go fix the shipping. Give it like 2 minutes and it should be fixed, okay? I don't think so, Miss Francis. I think you just have to let it dry. I'm afraid if I use this, it's going to move the liquid, which is what we don't want. So I'm going to let this dry overnight, and then I will put that on there. Have you tried the new Sharp? Yes, ma'am. I used one of those tonight. I used this one. I love it. I'm just trying to find Stephanie, I need to try yours, but I'm trying to find a good white paint pen. I'm over the Posca. Do you do any I don't have any currently, Miss Denise, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to do that. But right now I do not. All right, y'all. I will, Michelle. I will post a pic in the morning of when it's done with the link to purchase. So make sure you're over, make sure you check my page in the morning. But then, what was I going to say? Go over to my VIP group because in 15 minutes we are having a live Christmas transfer sale over in there with some discounts. So make sure you're in there, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.